I'm David Papp with Mtek Digital, and we love to create. Let's talk online marketing. So I want to feel that I can place each of you on a 4-step model, and you want to figure out where you're stuck at right now. So let's talk about it. Level 1. This is where you've got a website, you have social channels, but you're not exactly sure what to talk about and what to update. In fact, you don't even see the return on investment in doing so. Level 2 is kind of a level that most people are stuck at, actually. This is where the majority people are at. Level 2, you've got a website, you've got this social content, you're dripping out new updates every week, and it's great. You've got people, they're liking it, they're following it, but that's about it. I mean, you don't quite see the value behind it. Level 3, this is an excellent level to strive for. So level 3 is where you've actually got content, you're putting it out, and people are looking forward to the next update, and they're liking that update. They're commenting on those updates, and they're seeing this content come out from your different channels and your blog and your newsletter, and they are looking forward to it. Now, level 4, this is where you give out your best stuff for free. You've got your content, it's dripping out regular basis, it's coming out once a week, but they themselves, the people who are receiving that content, they're influencers themselves, and they are rebroadcasting that message, your little updates, out to the people who follow them, hence creating a snowball effect. This is where you amplify your message out to all of these other people, and you've got this great platform that you're promoting to. Let's assume you are stuck somewhere around level 2 or 3, and you want to level up. Where do you start? Let's talk effective content marketing, and the vehicle we will use is video to easily capture it. This is not video production. This is video content that is repurposed and evergreened. Step 1, what to talk about. Google is your friend. Think FAQ, frequently asked questions. Google is like Pinocchio, really wants to be human. Google tells you what people are searching for. They have questions and are looking for answers. They don't care if you're the best, how awesome you are, how you have 50 years of experience. The question is, do you have an answer that solves their immediate pain point? You need to establish yourself as a subject matter expert in your field and give away your best stuff for free. Just like Gary Vaynerchuk. He keeps telling us, give away your best stuff for free. If the title of your video or blog or heading on your website matches exactly the Google search terms, you'll have a lot better ranking on Google to try and get on that coveted first page as providing an answer to the questions that people are typing in for their queries. This increases your SEO value, search engine optimization. Step 2, let's capture it. How are we going to capture it? Video. There's several styles to consider. I feel that the easiest style is interview. The key equipment that you need for this is your audio. You can have really bad video, but you got to make sure that your audio is solid. So in that case, I recommend you go onto Amazon and just buy a wired lavalier mic. They're very inexpensive, under $10, and it will greatly improve the quality of your videos. The next thing is to consider what we call shaky cam video. And that's whether you're using a cell phone and it's kind of somebody's hand holding it versus actually putting it on a table, a tripod, or using an actual DSLR to record the video. You use something like a gimbalized, stabilized selfie stick. You can buy those under $100, again, on Amazon or wherever else. They're very awesome because you can hand hold it, put your camera in it, your smartphone, and it holds it steady for the shot. To maximize your ROI, you can record 4 questions in 15 minutes. And those 4 questions are going to be good for the entire month. Or if you don't even have enough time to do it once a month, consider doing it once a quarter. You go and sit down for a 1-hour session and you record 12 questions. Now you're good for 3 months. You can do a weekly drip with each of the questions. And remember, these segments are very short. They're only 30 seconds, 60 seconds, no more than 2 minutes per answer that you provide. The reason interview style is so easy is because it's very casual, and the context of the viewer is such that they understand it's a conversation. So now I'm looking at a person, a friend, a colleague, and they are asking me the questions. And it's great because now I'm allowed to say, that's a great question, let me think about that. I think the reason that this video content delivery is so powerful is because It's generating unique content that we can go and publish on all of our different channels. And Google loves seeing new content that's fresh in the form of blogs, social media posts, in the forms of video, all of the above, because you're repurposing and you're evergreening this content that you're generating. We call that content marketing. By having interview style, the viewer understands that because the camera is off angle, that the context of it was that it was a conversation, it was a dialogue, and it was very casual in nature. They permit people from saying, let me think about that, rather than focusing at a camera and having a perfect script and sweating, and you're quite not sure, and you're like, oh, I don't know, I gotta go and look at my notes here, and oh yeah, let me try that again. Oh, no, I didn't quite mean it. That didn't come out good. Let me try that again. And it feels very scripted. It feels very unnatural if you're not really good at it, unless, of course, you're using a teleprompter. But to go off angle, very casual, very conversation-like, and the context of the viewer watching it understands that that was the nature of the recording. Step 3, editing. This is where you take that content that you just did in step 2, you recorded it with a friend and you answered all of these questions, and now you need to chop that up into your weekly segments that you're going to drip out. My recommendation is to brand all of those so that they feel cohesive, and the way you do that is by slapping an intro and an outro on it. This is something that could be as simple as your logo. If you want to have something a little more fancy or animated, you can go to Fiverr.com, that's Fiverr.com, and have someone create one very inexpensively for you, with an exploding logo, a twirling logo, a rotating logo, whatever it is, with a little bit of music. You have to decide, are you going to do it yourself, or are you going to get some help? If you do it yourself, some people will use iMovie on a Mac, they'll use Windows Movie Maker, or the next step up, which is Camtasia. It's an excellent piece of software that costs around $200. Excellent investment and fairly intuitive to learn. Going beyond that, we get into professional level software such as Adobe Premiere and After Effects. These are the pieces of software that you would look for experience if you were going to hire somebody to help you out, such as a subcontractor or somebody on Fiverr once again. They can take your raw video files that you have recorded, you provide it to them, and they can go and cut them into pieces, perhaps remove some of those ums and ahs, and go and brand them with your intro and your outro, so you end up with 4 unique video files for that month that you can do a weekly drip. I don't want you to overthink this step. Really, what we want you to do is to just do it. Don't get caught up in the details of making all your videos look very professional and never actually publishing them. There's always room for improvement. Just do it. Just get them posted. Step 4, publishing. This is not just upload this to YouTube and forget about it. This is all about repurposing and evergreening your content. Rev.com. Amazing. Get cheap transcriptions. They'll even upload it direct to your channel. It's only $1 a minute. Honestly, you should not be doing transcriptions yourself. Use Rev.com. Take that text that you obtained from your recording, because that's content, and you can use that for long tail posts on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, anywhere that your target audience is located. Because let's face it, Google cannot see videos. It doesn't see what's inside. It can't see what you're talking about. But if you go and upload the text somewhere, the transcription of what you said during that recording, now you have SEO value, search engine optimization. Now you've got that Google juice that you just created, and it's not extra work because you're repurposing that video content that you just captured. So this is fresh new content. Google loves content. You can say that it was transcribed and link to the video on YouTube. If you use something like MailChimp for your newsletter, MailChimp also has the ability to watch a blog through something called RSS and automatically send out a newsletter digest to your subscribers with each new post that you do that month, or that week, or that day. The beauty of this is you've now automated your process. Again, improving the return on investment of sitting down for 15 minutes that month, recording 4 questions, and then pushing it through this automatic machine. You will be building up amazing new content over time. Think of this as an FAQ library, frequently asked questions. Rinse and repeat for at least 3 months. You need to make this habit. Learn to cut down your time. You should be dripping out new content weekly to all of your channels where your target audience is located. Some of this content that you are going to create, you're going to realize, wow, this is awesome. I'd like to get more exposure for it. You can go after PPC marketing, pay-per-click. This is where you pay for extra eyeballs to come on that content that you created, whether it's on YouTube pre-roll ads, whether it's on Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Instagram, wherever your content happens to reside, you can actually pay through PPC ads to get extra eyeballs to see it. You're boosting that post on Facebook so that more people can come. So out of all the different advertising platforms, we've got Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. My current favorite is YouTube pre-roll ads. You know when you're watching YouTube and you're looking at that video and you have to watch that ad at the beginning before you can skip it? You have to wait those 6 seconds. Did you know that those first 6 seconds are free? Only if a person continues to watch the video beyond those 6 seconds and does not click that skip ad do you actually pay. And in that case, it's sometimes only pennies per view. It is a great way to boost optically what your view count looks like on your videos, get more exposure, but you can also target the people that those videos go to within your specific geography, within certain vertical markets, or even certain topics of what type of videos and content that people are consuming. So let's go over a recap of the 4 steps that I provided to you. Step 1, you're going to go out and you're going to research on Google what those frequently asked questions are that you need to be answering. Step 2, you need to record that. I would suggest most of you have a smartphone right now that you can use. Make sure you pick up a wired lav mic for less than $10 on Amazon, and perhaps one of those selfie sticks that's got a built-in stabilizer. They're under $100, and that avoids the shaky cam. So those are some items you want to get, and you record. Step 3, you got to decide on editing. Are you going to edit this yourself on Camtasia and do your branding with your intro and outro to sandwich your content? Or are you going to go and pay somebody on Fiverr to do that? That'd be my recommendation just to get started, so it's not a stumbling block for you. And then step 4, this is where you're going to publish it. So this is where you take that, you go to rev.com and you transcribe the text from it. You're going to go and schedule it on YouTube. You're going to go and put it as a blog post. You're going to go and use something like IFTTT in order to automatically post that to your different social channels, or you'll manually do that. Or maybe you have a VA located somewhere, a virtual assistant who can do that for you. Whatever it may be, you're going to go and push this through the machine and push out that content to all of the social channels. I don't want to see this only as a video on YouTube. That is golden content that you have just created for your content marketing. You're going to push it out everywhere. Don't get caught up on the details. You don't need a master plan. You just need to start.